So we have to make another video on Rees Zammit because we didn't really get to talk about, what he did in the preseason. Now, Rees Zammit did what I expected in the preseason. He got a feel of the game. He didn't go out there and turn into Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey. Nah, he didn't do any of those things. He's got a feel of the game, and I like it. I'm not disappointed in him. I didn't expect him to go out there and put up 100 rushing yards or 50 receiving yards in his first preseason game. I didn't even expect him to get that much burn in his first preseason game, to be honest. I knew he was going to get some type of, playing time. But what I like about the preseason for Rees Zammit is that he got a feel of the game. He got a feel of how the game is played. And I see some people saying this guy is not a professional football player. He's a wasted experiment. You cannot say that. Because first of all, how can he be a wasted experiment when he's literally still learning? You can't call it a waste if he's still learning. How do y'all expect him in his first NFL game ever to just go out there and run through everybody? Come on, man. Y'all gotta be more realistic with these type of hopes for these players, bro. Rees Zammit, I think he did fine. I think he did very good. I think he absolutely killed it. I think he did amazing, actually, if you ask me. And I do see some potential for the future when it comes to Rees Zammit. And I love what I've seen out of him. I can't wait for next week preseason to see some more out of these players. I really can't wait. We got to see some more out of these players. So far, I can't complain. It's been so far so good, honestly. So Rees Zammit, let's take a look. Let's take a look at what Rees Zammit did. So in the Kansas City Chiefs preseason game, we lost 26-13. Well, we sent 4 quarterbacks out there, if y'all didn't know. Obviously, Pat Mahomes. And then we ended up sending Ian Book, who's pretty alright. Ian Book isn't that bad. And then we sent Carson Wentz, who went 4 for 4, perfect backup. And then we sent Chris Oladukan. I never know how to say this guy's name, man. But we look at the running back room, right? It's kind of complex because we have 4 running backs out there. 5 running backs, actually. No, 6 running backs. So Rees Zammit, 7. Oh my God. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Rees Zammit, Keontae Ingram, Imani Bailey, Derek Prince, Pacheco, and Carson Steele. Now, Carson Steele stole the show. He stole the show. He did very well. I liked what he did. He definitely stole the show. He had, 29 yards, 1 touchdown on 4 carries. So he definitely stole the show. Then Derek Prince, he doesn't move the needle for me, but 10 receiving yards, 2 receptions, 16 rushing yards. But he definitely doesn't move the needle for me. Isaiah Pacheco, 16 rushing yards, 2 carries, but one reception, not receiving yards. But Pacheco wasn't out there as long enough to be the Pacheco we know, so we don't really care about him getting 25 yards because he's still him. He's a starter. They wasn't gonna let him just play. Imani Bailey, 10 yards, 2 carries, 6 rushing yards. Keontae Ingram, 4 carries, 12 rushing yards. But then we look at Rees Zammit, who you could consider it disappointing, I guess, because he had 2 carries for 1 rushing yards and 3 receiving yards. But it's not bad, man. It's not bad. He just looks a little stiff. He's new to football. You got to give him some time. He had that 1-yard rush, which, it was okay. It wasn't bad. He had that 0-yard rush where he just got, he just got sucked up, pause. And then he had that 3-yard catch that it really was 8 yards after they catch, but it's just that the quarterback ran so far behind the line of scrimmage that you can't really consider it, any type of yards. But he tried. He juked someone. I mean, he was trying out there. I mean, you can't just throw him away. You can't just overlook him because of this, you know, tough performance. You can't just sit here and overlook him due to that. So I'm not gonna overlook him. You know, I believe Rees Zammit could do something. Like, I do believe Rees Zammit could really do something for this team. Like, it's gonna be some type of way that he could use, you know. Let me see. Running back, check. That's what he did. Right? He was obviously a running back out there. He made some rushes. He just looks stiff. He doesn't look explosive like he does in rugby, but obviously he's not going to look explosive. So if you look at the 4 things that he did, he was showing some versatility throughout this preseason game. Check the mark for obviously being a running back. He, you know, receive out of the backfield. He even was a kicker, and he was making pretty good tackles on punt coverage. So he might make the team because Tobe seems to like him due to the fact that he's, you know, very good on special teams. I feel like you can't really give up on Rees Zammit yet. Like, I understand he maybe look stiff and stuff like that. He probably doesn't look fast at all, but you can't give up on him, man. You just can't give up on him. And I feel like a lot of people is gonna overreact to preseason because we're Chiefs fans and we're just passionate about our team. We're really bored right now. We just want the season to start. So of course we're gonna overreact about every single thing in preseason. And someone even said, quote, slow. Rees Zammit labeled the least elusive back I've ever seen. So they think he's very slow, you know, because he attempted to get up to speed, but he just wasn't, you know, able to show his explosiveness. I mean, he had his couple of runs, like I said, man, including one as a receiver. And I don't know, man. It just doesn't look insane. Like, it doesn't look insane and speedy like he does in rugby. I mean, he does look stiff with the ball in his hands, but he's not that slow at all. He's not. He's probably just overthinking everything he's doing, to be honest with you, because this is his first time literally playing in the NFL and being a running back and getting through all them bodies. It's not easy. It's not easy. And then getting into open field, that's another thing that's going to show his speed. But it definitely was a decent showing for his first game as a Chief. I mean, I feel like it's not great, but I think he's going to work on it. He's going to have more chances to impress before the decision about the roster is made. So, Rees Zammit, you got 2 more preseason games. And I expect now that he got the jitters off and he got the feels for it, I think he's going to be good for the next few games. So, if you enjoyed this video, man, like and subscribe and let me know. It's Big Boy Chiefs Priority, and I'm out, man. Peace.